I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay. So I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see. Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you behind the scenes of my basketball journey. And helping me film these videos is my main man, Xander Jones, our in-house filmmaker. Xander, come talk to the people.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'll be helping out MP with his social media content.
All right, get out of here. But Xander, you got any questions for your boy?
Yeah, how are you adjusting to life in France so far?
Woo, man, listen, I just got here yesterday. So I've basically unpacked my clothes, and that's it.
That's fair. When do you start hooping?
I'm actually about to head to the gym for my first practice with Paris FC Basket.
And go! Let's move! Let's move! Full speed! Full speed! Come on! Let's go!
I got Bucky that time.
Cheaters never win.
No, I got him. Hey, is all the practices this intense?
The first part, yes. Then we do more plays and things of that nature. Then more conditioning. Then more plays. It keeps going on and on like this.
Man, I gotta tell you something. Back home, captains usually come a bit more serious, but...
Keep taking that strong.
Here's today's weather report. Rain, and more rain. Oh, that's the win. It's the win.
Julio, watch him. Put it back. Put it back. Go, watch it. Mine. Who got him? Downstream. I'm through. Come on. Sit on it. Go.
Hey, yo, right here. I got it. Slow it up. Hey. Move it around.
Get it.
Way to get it.
I got ball. Hey, bounce it up. Conditioning is not optional, people. Let's go! Let's go! Move it!
Cap, was that dude raised by a pack of wolves?
What do you mean by this?
I mean, it feels like a pack of animals just ran through me.
He's a good guy to have on your side. Doesn't talk much, but loyal.
To you, maybe.
We need to know these plays backwards and forwards, MP. You're not Dr. Dre. We're not going to wait 16 years for you to release Compton.
What you mean, Coach?
You need to move quickly, without hesitation, like Lil Wayne releasing his mixtapes at his peak.
Better.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
Coach Graves.
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah, just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Good evening and welcome. We have FPSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big man has to be Benoit Lambert.
So Paris will get the first possession.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Illich. They get it back.
And that one good.
Well, defensively, you've got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Now here's Marks.
He's guarded closely. Here's Chauvet.
It's hauled in by Paris. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
For three. That one falls. Nice feed from Demont. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Marchand. Solid defense from Ahern. MP on the wing.
Jacks up a three. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2.
Lambert from outside.
That shot missing.
Ahern. Chauvet covering. And here's MP from the arc. That one doesn't go up. So off the tip, it's Nanterre.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day. Oh, credit to G there, got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable in the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him and didn't allow him the space he...
Paris FC basket to start out.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
And MP gets it to go.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, he'll go a long way. He is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Illich, covered by Marchand, back to MP. Dumont. Pass to Zadirko. MP on the wing.
Puts up a 3. Tries again. Zadirko, good.
Well, defensively, you've got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
And Lambert with the slam.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown there.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Illich.
Here's MP for three.
Yes, and a nice assist from Illich.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Outside Marks. Pass to Marshall.
Launches it. No good.
Outside Illich. And stolen by Chauvet.
That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
For Marchand, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Well, something that's interesting when you kind of think about it, the fitness level of these players, the professional level, it's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Count it. When you see Dumont making things happen inside, he's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
Now here's Chauvet. Peltier, no good. Pass to Dumont. And here's Ahern. MP on the wing.
From past the arc.
Marchand with the rebound. And Terre trailing here. Marks. And Terre Lee again can't hit. MP on the wing. Back to Ahern. Illich. Outside Dumont. Now MP.
From outside the arc.
And Lambert. Pulls it down. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Marks.
No good with the triple. Sidirko with it.
Now guarded by Lambert. Back to MP.
Three-pointer.
That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Peltier.
He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Takes it out to MP.
From deep.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm really interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game. Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely. 1 second left. He can't get it to go. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
Paris FC basket ahead. And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play.
Peltier outside. Pass to Bleu. Now Chauvet.
Beyond the arc. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And for the young players like NP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
After the three on the other end, you had to know MP was itching to hit a three of his own.
Pass to Shohei. Lambert. Vasseur defending. Screen by Lambert.
6 on the shot clock. Yep, count it.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's MP for 3.
Rebounded by Blais.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss. Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet. And the coach of this Paris FC team, Lane Graves. He worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Gerard, defended by Illich. And it's out of bounds. Nanterre able to retain possession here.
So both teams making some changes here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Ball on the wing. He started by Peltier.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up.
Getting physical with the big man, the defense doing all they can to stop Sadirko.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes both free throws.
Difficult situation here for Nanterre. Pass to Marchand. As Peltier on the wing.
And he's going up for the oop here.
Get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
Then hit it up.
Bon appetit. And what touch on the finish.
And the shot is good.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Pass to Marks. Peltier. Lambert.
Sadirko defending.
A shot by Lambert, no good. Illich inside. Goes by Marchand.
Here's MP for 3. And it won't go in for the 6th time in 14 shots tonight. He's made 8.
Marchand outside. Pass to Lambert. Back to Peltier.
The putback. The rebound by Sadirko.
Now Paris FC basket with it. And Dumont gets it to go.
So the captain of this Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court. Never gets rattled and does all the little things.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Sadirko.
MP outside.
Shoots the 3. Oh, no good. Trying to beat the buzzer. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 18. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French league is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Sadirko, good.
Well, just about 250 pounds, Sadirko could be a wrecking ball in close.
And here's Marchand. Pass to Peltier.
Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
And it's Paris with the ball.
They lead by 20, and that's the most we've seen. A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Kicks it out to Marshall. Outside Chauvet.
Lets the three fly.
And Terrelli again can't hit.
Pass to Zadirko.
Out to Ahern.
No good from outside.
Now here's Marks. He's covered by Ahern.
To the middle.
And by Lambert. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now.
Outside. Now here's Marks.
Guarded closely.
Pass to Lambert. Over Zadirko. Marshall right side. Here's Marks. Chauvet.
Off target from outside.
Some of the shots he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse.
Paris FC basket with another miss. And Elich pulls it down. Ahern outside. Shoots over Peltier. And Ahern gets it to go.
Making it look easy from the mid-range. How about Ahern converting for Paris?
Oh, there's the alley.
Sean with the stuff.
What fantastic communication between teammates on the alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull.
And so off the tip, it's Nanterre.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Out to the right wing.
Three-pointer Chauvet.
Good on the three-point shot.
Man, Chauvet was just calling for that one. He was confident in that shot.
Zadirko wasted no time.
So off the tip, it's Nanterre.
And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Miss Chauvet missing. Here's Elich.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line.
Marks picks one up. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now here's Marchand. Pass to Marks.
Down low. 6 to shoot.
Elich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
Had a nice open look right there.
And Bogey Elich might not be the player he once was, but he can still be a factor.
When the burst he used to have is replaced by his leadership on the floor. Much like his twin brother Lazar, who plays for Madrid, Elich is a guy who has found success throughout the years and knows how to win.
And once once again off the mark by Nanterre. MP, let's go! And Lambert pulls it down.